Number 3, check your parts. Check the wheels and tires, check the lift kit, everything on it. Lift kit, I'm gonna touch on wheels and tires here. Lift kit is insanely important as well, depending on the way you drive, but let's just start off with wheels and tires. Wheels and tires wise, you always wanna check those to make sure that they're not junk. Make sure you're not putting junk tires on a lifted truck, right? If you wanna buy junk tires and maybe the truck is cheaper and it's in your budget, cool. But if they don't tell you, and you don't, this is gonna lead into my other point, you don't ride around in the truck before purchasing it, then you're gonna get on the highway and realize these things are humming more than a Humvee, and you're just down the road, and it is absurdly annoying. I know because I have mud tires and it's really annoying. But make sure you check the wheel and tire package. There are certain wheels that will flake faster, especially with chrome. Doesn't really matter what wheel you go with. For instance, Moto Metal. It's not a junk wheel, it's cheaper, but recognize that you're riding around in a Moto Metal and maybe the chrome is gonna flake more. Maybe the black paint on the wheel is not as high quality as Fuels. Whatever it is, do your research on the wheel and make sure that you're getting bang for your buck when purchasing that wheel. I know we use Fuels, 4Plays, we use American Forces and JTX. They're great companies. We price our trucks like that. I mean, we're gonna give you a good deal on the wheels since you're buying it from us, but like at the same point in time, you are getting quality stuff. Do the research on whether or not those wheels and tires, you know, what the mileage is, what the load range is on those tires, especially HD trucks, 2500s and up. If you're doing tow, make sure that the load rating is the amount that you need for what you're hauling. If it's not, and you got an E-load tire on an HD truck, you can ride around in that, but it's not gonna work. If you're hauling something, it'll explode if you haul something too heavy for it. That leads on to my next one. You test drive these vehicles because though a lifted truck looks sweet until they're not, right? That's a life lesson we all learned when we were, 10 years old. Stuff that looks good isn't always good for you. When I first drove in a lifted truck, there are a few aspects that I had to get used to. Make sure that you get used to these as well. When you're parking, when you're going through parking garages, you're going through the toll road on the highway, you're going through drive-thrus, all this different stuff is limited by the fact that your truck is lifted. It's much larger, especially if you have wider wheels and tires. Do they look freaking sweet? Yes. They look absolutely, there's a reason I have this job. I get to play with basically my childhood dreams all day. But it's not a bad thing, but realize it's gonna ride different. You're much higher. You have aftermarket components on it. It may ride more comfortable in some cases, but most of the time you're gonna feel a little bit more of the road. And with larger tires, especially if they are not as good tires like I was saying beforehand, you'll feel the road a lot more and you'll hear those tires.